Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hi everyone, welcome to Entri app. This is Leena Rawat, and in today's class we are going to talk about tense and its type. Okay, somewhere you all know the structure and types of tenses, but the most important thing is that you should know the application of these rules in your examination. Okay, if you understand any rule but you do not know how to use that rule in your exam, that you are not going to crack your exam, or that particular rule is not going to help you crack your exam. Okay, so the focus of today's class is the application of these rules, or the application of rules of tense in your examination. So let's get started, and the first thing you have on your screen is the definition of tense. If I ask you, what do you understand by tense, what will you say? Do not say that tense is time, tense is equal to time. No, tense is time, but it has some more elements. Okay, so tense is a form of verb. We have forms of verbs. Let's say we have first form of the verb, second form of the verb, third form of the verb, fourth form of the verb, and then we have fifth form of the verb as well. You can take any verb like sleep, eat, engage, know, organize. You can take any verb. But what is the function of tense? It tells you the time of that particular action with the help of these forms of verbs, right? You know the basic structure to frame a sentence is subject, then you will have a verb and an object. Okay, what happens every time the tense changes, you will see the change in your verb. Okay, every time the tense changes, you will see a change in your verb. I eat an apple every day. That eat first form of the verb shows what? Present indefinite. Okay, but if I say I ate an apple yesterday, that second form of the verb of eat, that is ate, is showing you an action, my action of past. But if I say I will eat an apple tomorrow, or I will eat an apple um, on Monday, then this will with V1 is showing an action of future. Every time a tense changes, every time you change the times, you will see a change on in your verb. So this is the task, or this is the function of a tense. It shows you the time of an action with the help of forms of verb. Okay, moving further, we have the structure of tenses on your screen. So we have three tenses: present, past, and future. And then they have four categories, or four types, like present indefinite. Same way we have past indefinite, and then future indefinite, present continuous, past continuous, and future continuous. In the same way, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. And you have all the structures. If you do not know the structure, how to form or create a particular sentence in a particular tense, you can have the idea by using this table. So in indefinite tense, you will have first form of the verb. Sometimes you will have I, es, or s with first form of the verb. If you do not know where to use only first form of the verb, and where to use first form of the verb with ses or ies, let me know in the comment box. I will give you a separate video on these things. Okay, and in past indefinite tense, you have second form of the verb. Okay, let's say I say sleep, and the second form of the verb would be slept, and third form of the of this verb would be slept. Sleep, slept, slept. Okay, but if we talk about future indefinite tense, you will have will or shall according to your subject, and then first form of the verb. Let's say I will sleep. I will sleep at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, so you have a will and then first form of the verb. Okay, this is all about indefinite tense of present, past, and future. Okay. A continuous tense tells you about the continuation or something which is going on. Okay, it has some more elements too, but as of now, understand or focus on the structure of this tense. When you have present continuous tense, you will use is mr and then you add ing form your with your first form of the verb. Okay, you will choose is mr according to your subject. Okay, but if you're talking about past continuous tense, the time which has been passed, you will use was over. According to your subject, you will use was over. Then you will add ing form, ing with your first form of the verb. But if you talk about future continuous tense, you will have will or shall, and you have to put be always. Use be. Do not forget to put be in your future continuous tense, and then you will have even plus ing. So whenever you have continuous tense, you will change the auxiliary form, like is mr. If you're talking about past, you will use was were. If you're talking about future, you will use will, shall, or with your be. But every time you are talking about continuous, you will have ing form or an ing with your first form of the verb. Okay, yeah. But what about perfect tense? So if you talk about present perfect tense, you will have has or have according to your subject and then third form of the verb. If you talk about past perfect tense, you will have had and be3 or third form of the verb. But if you talk about future perfect tense, you will have will, shall with have. Okay, and third form of the verb. Do not forget to put have here. This is compulsory. This is mandatory. Will or shall with have and with. Okay, but last tense, which is perfect continuous tense, or the last part of all these tenses, is present perfect continuous tense. So we will have has or have according to our subject, and then been. Do not forget to put or use been here, and then v1 with ing. Okay, in the past perfect continuous tense, you will have had. Can, been is mandatory with first form of the verb and ing. Okay, in future perfect continuous tense, you will have will, shall, have a been, and then v1 ing. So this is all about the structure of tenses and its parts. Okay, so if you have any kind of doubt, you can comment and ask me. I will let you each and everything. Okay. Now, as I told you that there are some more elements we really need to understand, and the one thing is, since you have seen many times in your sentences or in your bank examination and in any question paper, the sentence has since or sometimes for. So what is the function or what does this since show? So basically, when you are talking about past or an action which was started in past but continues until now, okay, when something started in past, okay, in the past time but continues until now, that means present, then we have to use a since. Now we have some tips to remember where to use a since whenever you have date. Okay, like 4th May, 15th August, you have to use a since before that. Let's say for an example, I have been waiting for his approval since 4th May 2020. Okay, time, whenever you see time, always use a since before that. Okay, what does it show? It shows that something started in past but continues until now. That means still it is in progress in present. That is what you want to show when you use a since. Okay, then day, Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day you have to use a since. Like I have been waiting for my registration since Monday. Okay, then you have to use a since before that. In the same way, you will use since before your months, February, May, January, before your years, your occasion, any occasion, Christmas, Diwali, Holi, you have to use since before that. Do not use for before that. Okay, stages of life, we have different stages in our life, childhood, adolescence, teenage. Okay, we have to use since before that. And then we have parts of the day, morning, evening, afternoon. Use since before them too. Okay, now let's talk about this timeline. So understand the usage of since by understanding this timeline. Because you are standing here in present. Okay, you are here in present. In the past, let's say 7 a.m. you reached hospital. Okay, you want to meet your doctor and you reached hospital at 7 a.m. and now it's 9 a.m. Okay, in present it's 9 a.m. and you reached hospital at 7 a.m. Then how will you express or how will you create a sentence? If suppose if you get a phone call, and you want to tell that person that I am waiting for the doctor, and you want to mention that time, okay, for how long you have been waiting for the doctor, then you will say I have been waiting for the doctor since 7 a.m. Okay, when you want to express, when you want to express the starting point, the definite point you will use is I have been waiting for the doctor since 7 a.m. Got it? But let's talk about for. It tells you about the duration of time. Now what is the difference between the usage of since and for? When we measure the duration of something, in since we do not use or we do not analyze the duration of something, but we are focusing more on that particular time, okay, when something has started. But when we use for, we focus more on the duration of that particular task, for how long it is going to be and for how long it lasts. So when we measure the duration of something or how long it lasts, we use for before. Then we have some examples like I have been waiting for you for 2 minutes. Okay, for 2 minutes. Okay. Now it has been raining for 7 hours. It has been raining for 7 hours. In the same way, use for 3 years, for 2 months, for 4 years, for 2 centuries, for ages, forever, for rest of my life. So these are some tips, and you have to remember that you need to use for before these kind of duration of time. Okay, so let's understand by this timeline. Suppose you're standing here in present and you reached the hospital at 7 a.m. Okay, and now it's 9 a.m. and you and if you get a call and you want to tell that person that I have been waiting for such a long period of time, then how will you express? You will say I have been waiting for the doctor for 2 hours. I have been waiting for the doctor for 2 hours. Now what is the task or the function of for? It tells you about this duration, that is for 2 hours. Okay, got it? This is a difference between the usage of since and for. Okay, now have a look at question pattern comes in your examination and which are based on tenses. Okay, as I told you, this class is all about application of tenses, of the rules of tenses in your bank examination. So we have some questions which has which will you will see in your bank examination. So first type of question you have is error detection. First of all, you need to find where is the mistake. Okay, air pollution caused by industrial fumes has been studied for years, but only recently has the harmful effects of noise pollution become known. So if I tell you that you need to find the errors which are based on tenses only, then focus on the tense on or on the verb only. Okay, so here you can see has, but where is the subject for this has? The harmful effects, noise, is the subject for this has, and the harmful effects of noise is the plural subject. Okay, got it? The harmful effects of noise, the harmful effects is the plural subject. Okay, plural subject, and plural subject will have plural verb. So you have to use have here, not has. Okay, Second thing, we have the ministry was considered several proposals for the development of small and medium enterprises during budget discussions. Now, where is the problem? The ministry was considered. Whenever you use was or were with third form of the verb, that particular sentence tells you about the passive sentence. Okay, but this is not the passive sentence. Passive sentence means the subject is not the doer, but the ministry is the doer itself here in this sentence. That is why we do not need to convert it into passive sentence. So this sentence is incorrect. So simply remove was from here, and the ministry considered several proposals is fine, is absolutely correct sentence. Okay, then since I had lived there for many years, the villagers were very comfortable to talk to me about all their problems. As you can see, the here I had lived there for many years, showing you the action of past. Okay, or that an activity which is performed by me, I had lived there for many years, is past, and talk to me is showing you an ongoing action of past. Okay, ongoing action of past. It means you need to use continuous form v1 ing here. Okay, so you have to convert talked into talking. And one more thing you can find here is this: the villagers were very comfortable talk to me. No, if you say were talked, then it makes your sentence passive, but this is not the passive sentence, and convert it into past continuous tense, because this sentence or this action or this incident was of past. Create a sentence or convert the sentence in past continuous tense. So, since I had lived there for many years, the villagers were very comfortable talking to me. Okay. Now, moving further, we have these questions on our screen, and this is your homework. Okay, this is your homework 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, what you need to do, just um, go through all the questions and find the error, where is the error, and write in the comment box with your answer where is the error and how will you correct it. Okay, and I will discuss all these questions in our next class. Okay, we have this type of question in our examination where you will see a sentence and this kind of options A, B, C, D, and this is called phrase replacement or sentence improvement. Okay, phrase replacement or sentence improvement. Okay, so on one occasion he persuaded me to accompany him on a shooting expedition he was planning. No, he was discussing or persuading me for what? For to accompany him on a shooting expedition, and he was planning. No, he was not planning anything. He has already planned that thing. Okay, he had already planned that thing, and to show that past action what has been done by him, you will have to use had planned. Okay, because had planned is showing you an action of past. Okay, past of past, when he is saying or persuading me at that particular moment. Okay, before that he has planned something, so use had planned here. Okay, you cannot use has planned because it shows you present perfect tense, and present perfect show you somewhere about present. Okay, a connection with past, and you're talking about present, so you cannot use has here, has planned here. Has been planning is also incorrect, planned is also incorrect here, so simply use has planned. Okay, so another type of question you will have in your examination will be from filling the blanks. Okay, you can see one blank, you can see two blanks, or you can see more than two blanks in your examination. So while the demand is dash for clay idols, people also prefer molded idols dash in bulk from other cities. So the demand is dash. what? Low, high, small, or what? Obviously, it is high while the demand is high. Once you get your first option that is high, and the other options are like low, few, small, they are not appropriate for this blank. While the demand is high for clay idols, people also prefer molded idols procured in bulk. What is the meaning of procured? To get or to obtain. Okay, so the correct word for this blank is procured in bulk from other cities. When demand is in high, they procured in bulk from other cities. They get it from, they get the idols from other cities. So we have discussed three types of question where you have seen error detection, phrase replacement questions, questions based on sentence improvements, and question based on fill. Okay, so this is the approach, the right approach to understand a concept and then apply that particular rule in your exam, in your question paper. Okay, now you can join the Hindu vocab quiz, and you can see this on your screen here. You have this vocabulary quiz for bank examination. So what you need to do, select banking and insurance. Okay, so just go to the Entri app and find banking and insurance, where you will see at the bottom an option that is practice. Okay, simply click on it, and on the top you will have the Hindu vocab quiz. Just click on it and you will get this page. Okay, vocabulary quiz for an exam. You can attempt this, any of these quizzes, and you will see this kind of page where you will have 5 questions, 3 minutes, and you will get 20 marks for these 5 questions. Okay, then finally you can have an analytics for your test or for your quiz. Overall, you get the idea that I need to improve this particular section and how much time I need to dedicate to this particular section. You can also test yourself by this feature. Simply click on subjects and then you will have this section called English. Once you click on English, you will get this kind of page where you will have miscellaneous, phrase replacement, para completion, all the things you can practice. Okay. So this is all about today's class. For detailed classes, you can join our foundation course and keep learning and keep revising all the things I have taught you. If you like this video, hit the like button and try to share this class with your friends as well. And if you have any kind of query, you can write in comment box. Thanks for watching.